Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at correctfemalcode.com. Alright, so I'm going to share a phenomenon that a lot of guys experience with women, and I'm going to explain why they do this. So women, okay, let me actually clarify this. Okay, so there's a video I'm watching, and the title is on YouTube, If She Loves You, She Will Ignore You. Now, first of all, the title is just going to piss men off. Okay. And as you scroll down and read all the comments, it's an AI bot, but she sounds well, looks well. And she's talking about how women what they'll do is they'll test you. Well, number one, that's just going to piss a guy off. But I'm going to explain something that's going to help you to understand this. This is something that women don't explain because they assume, oh, well, he's that way too. See, here's what men and women do. We assume that the opposite sex is like us, and nothing could be further from the truth. We are literally neurologically wired in the complete opposite direction for romance, love, and communication. Our mating systems are connected to two different parts of our brain, okay? So as a man, you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to pay for dinner, I'm going to buy her flowers, I'm going to look good. Looking good does nothing. That's visual. The male mating system is connected to your eyes through the optic nerve. Her mating system is in the same place in the lower reptilian brain, but has a nerve that curves off to the right brain's communication system, which I explained in the last video. So here's one of those unconscious assumptions I was mentioning just a second ago is unconsciously men, we assume, oh, well, see, it's not even something that you probably were conscious of, but we look at women like, wow, she's pretty, she got a really nice ass. Her lips are so cute. I'd love to kiss her. Like, we are visual. Our mating system has a nerve that connects to the optic nerves, which connect to our eyes. So we get sexually turned on, stimulated visually. Guess what? Women do not, and I'll explain that. See, a lot of guys look, yeah, but Mike, women say, oh, he looks handsome. She's not talking visually. She's talking auditorily. She's talking about, okay, let's be really clear. Men are linear, logical. She's talking about the right brain, unconscious body language and your tonality, the way your voice resonates and the way you move. See, the left brain, when you're in the left brain, you move mechanical, like a machine. Because the left brain is the mechanical brain. It's good for business, math, and science. But her mating system's connected to the right brain. So if you're in your left brain, you could look good to what a guy would think, yeah, it's a good-looking guy. But to a woman, you don't look good because you're logical. You're in that mechanical brain. If you're in your right brain, okay, think of the left brain as squares, triangles, and rectangles, okay? The right brain is about circles and curves and stuff like that, okay? So when you're in your right brain, your muscles relax. When you're in the left brain, your muscles tighten up. Your face gets tighter, you're more rigid. When you're in your right brain, you move more smoothly. Circles and curves and going around things. So it's a completely different form of body language, and it's an unconscious different form of language. Literally a different language. The right brain has a different language. I explained this in the video just before this one. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is going to shock you. If you're an older guy, that's great. When you get wrinkles around your eyes, when you get great gray hair, women are attracted to you. When you get a little bit of a belly, women are attracted to you. This all goes back to the caveman era when our mating systems were being wired and designed. A caveman that survived for a long time was a good mate. That meant he figured out how to survive, which means his DNA will pass down to his children. There's a lot more to this, but when you have a belly, it means you're a good provider. Here's the deal. You could be a multi-millionaire and have a skinny belly, and she's going to eventually look for another man to mate with. What's that guy? Not Steve Jobs, but the one guy that has the packaging company. I think it's Amazon. He lost like billions of dollars to his wife, and everyone's like, oh, it's all about money. I'm telling you guys, it's not all about money. How many men that you know that are 6 foot or taller, that are multi-millionaires, and their wives just, like Tiger Woods is one of them. He's a good-looking guy. He's in perfect shape. He's a professional athlete worth hundreds of millions of dollars. His wife left him over a little. I think not a little thing. He did cheat a lot. But the point being is, you guys think it's all about money. I'm telling you, there's something deeper. Okay, let's get back to the intention of the video. Okay, so there's something that's different between men and women that drives men absolutely batshit crazy insane. We can't stand it. Okay, and I'm gonna explain our neurology and why this drives us nuts. And then at the same time, you're like, well, so why do women do this? So in this video, this AI robot woman is saying, hey, you know, guys, what women will do is they'll test you. And all the guys are, so women test me, I'm out of here. If you look at all the comments, they're very negative comments. But if you understand why, you're going to have an advantage when it comes to the game of understanding women and seduction. All right, so here's the deal. So number one, I want you to understand something. That I use the mating system because it's a very obvious one. But there are other systems and other wirings that are going on in our neurology that make women do shit that men are like, why the fuck do women, like, it drives us bonkers. We think they're stupid. We think they're insane. But once you understand it, you're like, man, that actually makes a lot of sense. And it now you understand how to use it on her. So, okay, let's go back to the mating system. Men assume I get turned on when I see a hot looking woman. She's looking nice. She's got a, you know, her dress on. Her dress is looking good. Her hair's looking good. She's, you know, it's really turning me on. And another thing is men think women are into clean because you don't like a woman who smells nasty. But guess what? I know it's going to shock you, but women actually are attracted to men that actually smell. I know it sounds bizarre, but it goes all the way back to the caveman era. So here's all I'm saying. We think women are visual like us, so we dress up nice, we button our shirts, we get a good looking shirt, get our haircuts done, polish our cars, put chrome rims on. This is all visual. Even when you take a woman out to a date to pay for dinner, that's considered visual because you're showing her that you love her, right? So here's the deal. Women are not wired the way that we're wired, but we assume that they are, and you're like, well, I don't understand, like, why did she got a headache all of a sudden? Because you're doing this male left brain logical linear thing, and she's trying to get over to the right brain, which is about emotions and feelings. It's done through the hidden language that I teach in my course, Cracked Female Code for Men. Okay, here it is. So the left brain is the linear brain. It's literally like a line. So take a pen or pencil, get a piece of paper, and draw a straight line. All right, point it from point A to point B. That's what men say all the time because the left brain is all about the shortest point, the shortest route. And yes, it comes from the caveman era when we had to hunt every single day. There were no grocery stores, there were no farms, nothing. We had to get up and we had to hunt and get food and bring it back. And generally, the deer weren't right next to our little cave saying, hey man, I'm here for you to kill. No, you're probably going to have to walk about 2 hours or 3 hours. You're probably going to have to wait because they didn't have compound bows or powerful rifles, and everything was this slow, arduous freaking thing. You had a spear, you hit up in a tree, waited for a deer to walk underneath, you jumped down and stabbed it, or whatever. You had to chase it. Then you had to clean it out, and then you had to get it back as fast as you could, cook it, and then feed your family. My point, and by the way, don't use that word with women, that's another left brain language. Point, get to the point, okay? It's okay, from point A to point B. Women don't like that language, it irritates them. So my point in this video is we got hardwired to go from point A to point B in the shortest route instead of wasting time. It's the same thing we approach women. We try to pick up on them really fast. No, you don't want to do that. Hers is designed in the opposite way. It's a slow, circular, romantic experience. So now watch this. So can we just be really honest? If you saw a beautiful girl, and I mean a hot girl that you're just, not just hot, but you thought she was cute, she was sweet, she was kind, you just want to make love and hug her and fall asleep with her, right? And do you want to sit there and go, well, I can't pick up on her right away. I mean, it's the first time let's say you go to a coffee shop and you see her and she works there and you're like, what would be nice? Okay, let's just be honest, let's cut the bullshit. You know that you would like to walk up and say, man, you're freaking hot. You're cute. You're sexy. I want your number. I'm going to call you. We're going to go on a date tonight. And then we're going to go straight to my house. In fact, you know what? Let's cut the date. Why don't you just get off work right now, clock out, let's go home and have sex because you're hot. Let's be honest. If you saw a really hot girl, you would love to do that, okay? Let's just cut the bullshit. We are hardwired to go from point A to point B in one step. We don't like to go curve to the right, go in some circles, come back to point number one, then curve to the left and go round about. Even right now, you're probably getting irritated. That little bit that it did, it was like 3 seconds. Guess what? Women love that. It turns them on massively, and that's why they do it to us. They assume, and I'm going to give you some more information as to why. I haven't even got to that point yet. So women love to play hard to get. They love to make everything hard. Like you can't just have sex right away. You know, you've got to earn it. It's got to be this and it's got to be that. Here's why. Her brains are different than us. Here's what I mean. When men are born, for the most part, 80 to 90% of boys have less neurological connection that connect the left side to the right side of the brain. Okay? So essentially we're stuck in the left brain. We're very linear, point A to point B, logic, math, business, science, logic, point A to point B. This turns a woman off. It disconnects her from her mating system. So getting to the point turns a woman off. Do not say this in a conversation if you want to be romantic with her. So when you use left brain language, which you do all the time, in fact, you're like, well, what's the difference? I teach that in the course, okay? If you buy my package, the ultimate package, you get Cracked Female Code, the main book. Then you get the Girl, Keep the Girl, which talks about the internal awareness, which opens you up to your right brain. And then you get Sex Signals, which is body language. And then you get a short piece of, I call it the bonus section, where it kind of gives you some words that are right brain language, but it really doesn't teach you how to speak the language, but it introduces you to it. So when you take the course, it's like how do you say, it's like you come in running, like, so you can get the most out of the course. So I highly recommend you get the ultimate package. At the very least, you have to read the book Cracked Female Code before you come in. So here's the deal. Women have more nerves between the left brain and the right brain, or the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. It's called the corpus callosum. Now here's what it causes women to do. It literally causes them to go left, right, left, right, left, right, back and forth, back and forth. This is one of the reasons why women love tennis, to watch tennis. I couldn't figure out, women for the most part don't really watch men's sports that much. They're not really that into it, but women love back and forth, and left and right, left and right. There's a technique that I will teach you in my 6-day course for men, Cracked Female Code, on how to do this. Here's what it is. It's the cat and mouse game. It literally triggers her mating system and sexually turns her on. This is why women love this. So think of this, back and forth, back and forth. They come to you and they smile and they hug you, kiss you, and then they pull away, right? And you're like, what the fuck? So in this video, this woman is talking about how women will test you, and one of the things they'll do is just suddenly not talk to you for like a week or for 5 days or something, because they're seeing how you're going to respond, and because they think it's going to attract you more. And for the most part it does, but at the same time it really pisses us off. So this is the main thing about the video. She's telling us what they do and why and she's all positive and stuff, and all the men watch this. I'm just going to read off some comments here. It's like, sometimes it backfires on you. Man will eventually get tired of these tests and look for someone with emotional maturity and consistency that can be reciprocated. And then it's like, what's this guy say? Abandon the girl you liked if she's not reciprocating or playing hard to get. See, we call it hard to get. Women think they're turning you on sexually. Okay? I'm telling you, I can go down this whole damn list with here. This guy says, with me, it always backfired on them because I don't play that bull crap. So here's the deal, guys. Women get confused. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's you so mad about? I'm playing hard to get. To a woman, it triggers her mating system. To a man, it literally shuts us off. It turns us off sexually. And when I tell women that, like, man, that makes a lot of sense because my husband gets pissed when I do that shit. Or you'll have girls like, man, every boyfriend I've done that to, it's like they flip out, and I don't get it. Like, what are they so mad about? Now here's the deal. If you learn how to play this game with now I know right away, I've actually, Mike, I don't want to play games with women. I'm not into hurting people. Like, no, this is, I know, for the male brain, this is so freaking bizarre. believe it or not, but women actually like this. It turns them on, it triggers their mating system, and you're just like, when you do it, you're like, wait, what the hell? Like, this doesn't make, again, it doesn't make left brain logical sense, because it's not a left brain concept or process, it's a right brain process, which is where her mating system is connected to. She has a nerve that curves off to the right brain's communication center. So if this seems odd and bizarre, it is, because this is only one of the things that women are wired neurologically in the complete opposite way that a man is. Once you start learning all these different things that women do, all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, they're responding. I'm like, yeah, totally. I'll have clients when they come in the door, they'll flip out, they'll scream at me like, this doesn't make any sense. This is stupid. I hate it when women do this. Why would I do this to her? I've had men flip out, but then when they do it at the clubs, they're like, oh shit, she walked right over. I'm like, see, told you. I just had a client email me about 3 nights ago going, man, Mike, you know what? When he apologized, I am sorry that I yelled at you. He goes, this was just so unlogical. It made no logical sense to me, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I do it all the time now. He goes, women eat it up. I'm like, exactly. The problem with humans is we do unto others as we want done unto us. And that's what that Bible, now I'm not trying to get Christian on you, but that's what that Bible verse meant when it says, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. But the translation was slightly wrong. It's do unto others as they do unto you, because people unconsciously do unto you what they like done unto them. It makes them happy. But usually it pisses the other person off, meaning you. So if they're doing unto you what they like, it's probably not what you like. It's not always that way. It depends on other. Now, there's other situations that this applies to that have nothing to do with sex. If you want to learn how to understand women, get along with women, seduce women, romance women, turn women on in a way that her mating system cannot deny, once you do these things, it triggers her mating system, and she has to have sex with you. Alright, let's go over the cat and mouse thing real quick. Here, now, when I was a little kid, Johnny lived across the street. He came over and knocked on my door, and I kind of looked at him. We were little kids, we were like 4 years old, maybe 5. And he didn't say anything, which I thought was weird, even as a kid. And then he just turned around and walked back, so I followed him back. And on the side of the garage, there was the gate. We walked into the back on the side of the garage, and at the very back is where the barbecue and the picnic table is. And his dad was there. He goes, shh, hey, be quiet. And he puts his finger up to his mouth, like, be quiet. And I'm like, what's going on? I look down. Oh, the kitty cat was right there, right? And I was a little kid. Goes, oh, the kitty cat. He goes, Michael, be quiet. And I noticed the cat was flicking its tail back and forth. By the way, when a cat flicks its tail, it means it's attack mode. When a dog wags its tail, it means I'm friendly. You can come say hello. Get my book, Sex Signals, and you can understand the difference. Women give signals that men do not understand, and they are literally like a cat and dog, completely different. So the cat was right there, on the cement, and I'm looking down at it thinking, what the hell is it doing? Because it was really, its body was just totally straight, and it was looking right at something. I looked across, and I go, oh, look at this cute little mouse. And I looked back at the cat and went, oh no. So what happened was the little mouse suddenly started kind of moving, walking around a little bit, and the cat just pounced. Now notice what happened. What happened? It started to move around, back and forth, back and forth. Cat and mouse, and the cat pounced on it, and it bit into it, and it clawed into it, and this little mouse just started screaming like, oh my god. And then here's the really weird thing, it let it go, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm a little kid going, wait, that doesn't make any sense. And the mouse started to run, and the cat chased it and caught it, and it bit into it, and it started screaming again. Now at this point it was kind of damaged, okay, and then it let it go again, and then the mouse didn't move right away, and I'm thinking, oh, because I already figured out, oh, don't move, because I noticed every time it moved, the damn cat would pounce on it, and the mouse kind of hobbled a little bit. That cat bit into it and broke. I think it broke its back. It broke something, and then I was like, oh my god! And I figured, well, it's going to be over now. And then the cat let it go again. I'm like, and I go to the dad, why is he doing that? Why doesn't he just kill it and get it over with? And the dad goes, well, it's not actually hungry. It's got plenty of food in the garage. It's got a little cat door, can come in and out and eat day or night, 24 hours, anytime it wants. And I'm like, so then why is he doing it? He goes, it's hardwired into him. It stimulates him. It gets him excited. And sure enough, the damn mouse, it flicked its damn tail and the cat pounced on it and it just finally killed it. So here's the point. So once it killed it, the cat kind of walked away and it stopped and looked back at the mouse, and it looked and looked, and literally it only took about 4 seconds or 3 seconds. It realized, okay, it's like it wasn't moving, so the cat instantly got bored and it kind of trotted off. And I'm like, whoa, believe it or not, but women are just like that. They like the cat and mouse game. It keeps them interested. There are a bunch of things you can do to keep this cat and mouse game going. Like, one thing is women feel like they gotta constantly fix you and clean you. So if you're constantly dirty, you don't wash your jeans every day, your hair's not perfect, but if you're Mr. Perfect, believe it or not, nothing turns a woman off. It's like, well, he's already fixed, the game's over. She has to have a challenge. Her brain, left to right, is hardwired for a challenge. If there is no challenge, if she doesn't have to clean you, fix you, and do all these other things, she gets bored. And it goes all downhill from there. She blames you, she gets angry at you, and on and on. So if you take the course Crack the Female Code, we will teach you things that you can do. One of the things is don't shave every single day. Don't constantly be perfectly kept and clean. Another thing is, well, you know what? Let's see if I got some more time here. Hold on. There's something that I teach you that I can't teach you in this video. It would be impossible, but it's in the book, Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. It talks about internal awareness. That is the ultimate cat and mouse game. If you can truly learn how to do that, which we will master in the course, the 6-day course, that is a third of the course that we will go over and over until you get really, really good at it. Once you do that, women will be constantly chasing you, constantly looking at you. They have to talk to you and they don't know why. Now, a mystery, what in all the pickup artist courses, what they did, they taught you the external form of what they thought was the cat and mouse game, but they didn't understand it, because as men, you process everything through the logical left brain. So what he did was he painted his fingernails black. He got a big tattoo on his neck of lips kissing him. He wore a big top hat, and he wore that boa thing that strippers wear around their necks, and that's all external. That's still visual male external. That's not what I'm talking about. I won't make you wear funny clothes or look stupid or act weird at all. In fact, you'll be completely calm and relaxed. Alright, that's it, guys. Make sure you get the ultimate package, or at the very least get my book, Crack the Female Code, okay? It is a requirement before you take the class. Go to crackthefemalecode.com.